This is the story about the mines and town of Bullfrog, Nevada. It was back in early summer of 1904 that two prospectors, Frank Harris and Eddy Cross, happened to find a gold deposit way out in the Amargosa Range between the Amargosa Desert in Nevada and Death Valley in California. The ore samples they found were very rich. A local assayer said the ore was valued at $700 a ton. It was the richest ore he had ever seen. Soon word got out as usual, and next thing you know, people were making their way to the area to get in on the action. By the winter of the same year, there were about 1,000 people in the area living in tents and stone cobbled huts. Before long, there were about 8 different gold camps in this area, with about 5,000 people between them all. There were lots of small mines manned by a couple of men, as well as larger mining operations. Of course, along with the prospectors and miners, there were the merchants who were eager to cash in also. Some of these merchants decided to monopolize on the rush by setting up their own small town in one of the many gold camps. Water out here was scarce, so one of the ways to attract business was to offer water to the customers. Some of the merchants sold water by the barrel, while others resorted to giving water away as a means of getting clientele. Out of the 8 different camps, most failed while 2 of them managed to stay on. Those being the town of Bullfrog and the other being Amargosa. However, even though they were larger towns at the time, they had no water, so these towns ended up moving. There was talk about having water piped to these towns, but the cost was too much. Meanwhile, there was another town getting started a few miles away. This new town was Rhyolite, and so people moved closer there, and a new Bullfrog town site started all over again. The town of Amargosa died where it was at, as people from there moved to the new Bullfrog town site or into Rhyolite. Bullfrog quickly became a bustling place. The town had a post office, telegraph service, and even had telephones as well as a newspaper. There was a regular stagecoach service that you could go to Beatty. Eventually, a rail line was put in and you could take the Bullfrog Express train out to the main line. The town had a few hotels and a couple of saloons, as well as the regular merchants. At this new location, Bullfrog had piped in water, so people were eager to build here. U.S. Senator William Stewart even had a house here where he had his law practice. As time went on, the town of Bullfrog was almost part of Rhyolite. One of the larger mines in the area was the Montgomery-Shoshone mine near Rhyolite. This mine also had a large mill for processing ore. This mill was a high-production mill, and the owner, Bob Montgomery, would boast to everyone, telling them he could crush out $10,000 a day from the ore at his mine. This mine and mill was later sold to Charles Schwab in 1906 for the price of $2 million. In 1907, there was a financial panic throughout the country, and some of the mines closed down. Others had already closed because of lower-grade ore. There was also news of another strike just over the mountain range in California, so a lot of the quick money guys headed over there. At this time, some people started to move into neighboring Rhyolite because of more modern living conditions, and the larger mills were still working. However, it wouldn't be that many years later that even Rhyolite would see its doors close as well. I hope you enjoyed this short story about the mines and town of Bullfrog, Nevada. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you more old lost mine stories.